What's happening to your supplements? Give me about 4 or 5 minutes today and I'm going to explain why this is of concern to you in Northern Ireland. If you take supplements, vitamin D, magnesium, ashwagandha, anything really at this point in time, then I want to spend just a few minutes explaining what's happening because most people don't know about it. And if you're in Northern Ireland, it affects you more directly than anywhere else in the UK. I'm Garreth Falls. I'm a consultant medical herbalist here at the Wild Sage in Northern Ireland. And I want to let you know that the European Union is moving to cap doses of vitamins and minerals that you're allowed to buy in supplement form. And it's also putting a list of herbal botanicals, including some really well-established herbal botanicals, through a priority review that could result in restrictions and bans. Now, the law is expected by early 2028. Now, let me give you the numbers and why this should concern you. Vitamin D, something that most of us in Northern Ireland need. Your skin makes approximately 10,000 IU of vitamin D in one afternoon in the sun. That's normal human physiology. That's what you were designed to do. Germany's proposed cap on vitamin D in supplements is 800 IU. Not 8,000, not 3,000, 800 IU. That's 1/12 of what the body produces naturally on a decent afternoon. Vitamin B6. The World Health Organization considers 100 micrograms safe for adults, but the proposed EU cap is 12.5 micrograms. That's 8 times less. Now, I want to be careful here because I'm working as a clinician, but I'm pretty much getting more and more active as a political activist. I understand that some vitamins are taken in high doses and can cause problems. Fat-soluble vitamins can accumulate in your system. And I'm not arguing for unregulated access to unlimited doses of anything. But these proposed caps do not reflect clinical practice or clinical evidence. They don't reflect Northern European latitude, where vitamin D deficiency is endemic. And this reflects a harmonization politically and globally to try and standardize supplements whenever we in the Northern Hemisphere are notoriously deficient in vitamin D, leading to health concerns such as multiple sclerosis and autoimmune conditions. When it comes to the botanicals on the restriction list, ashwagandha, which is just a phenomenally useful herb, probably better researched than most other herbs, and globally is used as an adaptogen for stress. It's helpful for men's fertility, libido, sleep, for cortisol management, for hypothyroidism. It is an excellent herb. Curcumin, which is an extract of turmeric, is now also on that list. Black cohosh, due to one concern about liver toxicity, yet we use it in 20 or 30 mils a week and it's perfectly safe over a number of years. St. John's wort is on the list, not because St. John's wort as a whole herb extract is complicated or contraindicated, and we know that from some scientific papers in 2017, where it demonstrated it is the isolated constituents of St. John's wort that are contraindicated against medicine, not the whole herb itself. Now, the problem is Denmark has already banned ashwagandha, France followed, and Belgium has classed it as a prescription-only medicine, meaning that although Big Pharma cannot patent a herb, they are able to make sure that you're not able to get it over the counter, and as a result, they, as the dispensers, may not be able to patent it, but the only people able to release it to the doctors so that it can be prescribed. These are herbs with decades of clinical use and strong safety profiles in an appropriate therapeutic context. Much safer than the vaccines out there, by the way. Much safer than most of the pharmaceuticals that they're prepared to put statins into your system, hypotensives into your system, and once you're on one for cholesterol, you'll be on 8 for blood pressure, and then antacids because it's so difficult and dangerous for your stomach, leading to osteoporosis and gastroesophageal reflux disorder. Now, what strikes me as significant here is that the products that navigate these regulations most easily are going to be the weak ones. Low doses, cheap fillers, minimal active compounds. The strong, properly formulated, therapeutically relevant products are exactly what's in the crosshairs. In other words, they're taking the herbs that work off the shelves. What the heck? Now, I have been a consultant medical herbalist for years, and I work with patients dealing with cancer, chronic conditions, men's health, fatigue. The supplements and the herbs that I recommend matters. The dose matters. Bioavailability matters. And if they're going to cap it, if they're going to put in a weakened version of it, filled with carcinogenic fillers, the same product will not be the same clinical tool. In essence, they're making us inept. Now, the description below, I have put a survey, Save Our Supplements petition. It had 25,000 signatures on it last night, and it's growing. Also, the Alliance for Natural Health are doing rigorous work in tracking this. And my own association, NIM, is certainly on the ball, and I've written to MLAs and MPs this morning. I want you to sign the petition because we have the Windsor Agreement here. So although this is an EU law, they're going to impose it on Northern Ireland because we don't have anybody else to stand up for us. The MLAs are not going to be able to do it, the MPs are not going to be able to do it, and therefore they can impose these EU restrictions on us in Northern Ireland. Now, I want you to share the video, sign the petition, and to subscribe if you want to know more, because I'm going to be going deeper into this and the specific herbs in the number of weeks that are to come. This is something that we need to fight for. Now, I don't do online media on a daily basis, and I'm really not striving to become a social influencer. I do it whenever it's important for the business. I do it whenever it's ethical and theological, and I do it whenever it's medical and it matters. This is one of those ones where we need political activists to stand up and be counted, because if they get away with this, then you really are going to need to be resilient and start growing your own herbs in your own back garden to make sure you can stick two fingers up to them all. Anyway, that's it for me. Please, please get this out there so that we actually have a fight that we're going to win.